Okay, morning Hannah.
Morning.
So you're the director of the room upstairs. So can you just tell us a little bit about why you like the play? What drew you to the script originally?
I think what I loved about the play was I read it and I thought, yeah, this is a lovely comedy, it's really beautifully drawn characters. And then about 2/3 of the way through, it turns itself on its head. And it was so unpredictable, it was really exciting. And I think it mixes different ideas that I'm really interested in. So the idea of folk tales and just old stories, and also just preoccupation with the modern world that I think is something we don't talk about in detail, but it kind of confronts it without it being an issue play. Because I think a lot of people, when I talk about the play, they say, oh, it's about infertility. But actually, it does it in such a sensitive and lovely way that it felt like a story I wanted to tell.
Great, thank you. Hi, Todd.
Hello.
So you play Toby, one of the two characters in the play.
That's right, yep.
So can you just tell us a little bit about your character?
Yeah, absolutely. So Toby is, well, he's a kind of everyman character, but I think that probably doesn't go far enough to describe what he is. What I was really drawn to when I first read the script was his love for Clem, the other character in the show, and also how he is often quite selfless in terms of that. He's quite a light character, he's fun, but then there is this shift in the middle and he's really challenged, and I was really drawn to the idea of him having quite a relatively nice life at the start of the play. He's very optimistic, and then there are shifts that are out of his control, and that is a real challenge to him as a character, and obviously to myself as an actor. And I think he's just a very well written character. He hopefully is quite funny. He is quite a nice guy, and yeah, he becomes under real challenge, and that's really interesting when that happens.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Lois.
Good morning.
So you play Clem in the room upstairs. Can you just talk a little bit about your character, please?
Yeah, I sure can. So Clem is, well, so at the beginning of the play, she is just like a very relatable girl, very similar age to me, who has got a good job and is, you know, actually doing very well in her job, and she's got a lovely husband, and they've got this new house together, and, you know, life's going well, and then kind of like, I think, which is why it's so relatable, like most women, you get to a certain point and you know, you start thinking about families, and that sort of becomes out of your control a bit, and you don't really have, you know, it's the add-ons of of social pressure, and before you know it, you know, that sort of starts to turn for her into obsession, and it's quite interesting. It's why she's a very layered character, because you realise that you see her reflecting on the fact that it's like she's not watching herself, it's like somebody else has taken over in terms of that, and which is why she's really interesting to play. And it's, you know, it's a lot, it's only an hour-long show, but a lot we take you on a journey, that's for sure. And yeah, but she's really interesting, and there's a lot of love there between her and Toby, and I think that's why it's, you know, it's interesting for the audience to see, you know, how far we come in a very short amount of time. So yeah, she's just a good egg.
Great. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Okay, so question for all three of you. What words would sum up the play for you? How would you describe the play?
Charming.
Sacrifice.
Funny.
Facebook.
Obsession.
Yeah, nice. Parenthood.
Charming.
Pan's Labyrinth.
Purpose.
Like playing with reality.
Ooh, yeah.
And pressures, like social pressure.
Yeah.
Fantasies.
Taboo.
Media.
Folklore.
Yeah.
And
just relationships. Like just,
Yeah.
just relationships.
yeah.
Great. Thank you very much.